whenever you're being interviewed for a job, list your qualifications. The one thing, Dr. Scott, that the people on the interview panel says to you, do you have any references that can back up what you claim to be able to do? Oh, I don't want to mess this thing up. On your resume. And can't you see God's resume? God is interviewing for the title King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And can't you see God listing his abilities? God lists he's Jehovah Jireh. God lists he's Jehovah Shalom. God lists he's Jehovah Shalom. God lists he's Jehovah Tsidkenu. God lists that he's a way maker. Lists that he can raise people from the dead. God lists he can open blind eyes. God lists he can heal blinded eyes. God lists all types of stuff. And the question comes back, do you have any references that can testify that you're able to do what you say you can do? And they said, let me call a roll. Come in, Sister Johnson. Did not wake you up this morning. Did not heal your body. Doctor said you had cancer. You thought you wasn't going to make it. Did not heal your body. Come here, sister. Come here, Brother Johnson. When the folks told you they were about to lay you off, you didn't know how you were going to pay your bills. Did not become Jehovah Jireh. Did not provide for you. God said, I got some references. I've got some people that can testify that God will. I ain't got no help in Shiloh. Is there anybody in Shiloh that can be a reference on his resume that God will? And you know, God, he don't just work for nothing. God is like us. When we go to work, we got the week. We want some pay on payday. Well, Reverend Austin, how can we pay God what we owe him? I'm glad you asked. When God does something for you, God calls to be a witness. I used to work in the courtroom before I worked here, and so often I would see courtroom procedures, and I would see, you know, when they would be able to call a witness on the stand, the bailiff would get up, would have the defendant to raise his hand, get a Bible, and swear him in. And say, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. They would say yes and sit down, and the judge would say, tell us what you know. And God says, I've called my people to be a witness. Do I have any witnesses in here? Well, if you're a witness, raise your right hand. Let me swear you in. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Did it, you can. Did the Lord wake you up this morning? Why don't you tell the truth? Did it start you on your way? Why don't you tell the truth? Did it make a way out of no way? Why don't you tell the truth? Did it help you raise your little children? Why don't you tell the truth? Did it bring you out of darkness into the marvelous light? Why don't you tell the truth? Let the redeemed, I said, let the redeemed, and let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Shout it! Shout it! Woo. Please be seated if you can. But when I think, this ain't on the script, of the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Thank God for saving me.